Hey y'all, welcome back to another video, and in this video I'm going to get straight to the point. If you're someone with a low hairline or have a little difficulty working with low hairlines, this video is for you. Here I'm cutting the bowl cap and I am lifting the cap a little bit closer to her hairline so we're not leaving excessive cap left over. So I'm just lifting it up carefully and I'm cutting across her hairline. The bowl cap method ensures that your client or yourself, your hairline is protected from the lace glue and that the lace glue doesn't end up all in your hair. And just to avoid all of that, that's why the bowl cap is needed, to just protect your hair underneath. For the back of the bowl cap, I like to just tie it into a little knot and then stuff it under. With people with a lot of hair or the braid down just seems a little more fuller, I like to go in and sew the back down so that they don't experience the bowl cap rising up underneath their install. So it all depends on what you want to do. Right here, I am matching my client's bowl cap to her complexion. She's a little more on the lighter side with a yellow undertone, so I'm going in with Ruby Kiss in the shade 9 to color match her skin to her cap. Perfecting your bowl cap takes some time. Here you see me going back in, making sure I'm cutting any extra material cap I see to make sure it's flat and natural as possible. And this unit is from our ready to ship drop for March Madness spring collection, and it is a level 4 base with a raspberry tone, kind of like a cotton candy pop of highlight through it. And I love this unit. It has not dropped yet, but my client had first dips. I say this in all my videos, making sure you're cleaning your skin prior to applying the lace glue is super important. Here you see me cleaning around where I'll be placing the lace glue, and I go in with the Witch Hazel, which is a face toner, and it removes any sweat or any dirt buildup before applying your lace. After cleansing with the Witch Hazel, I go back in with the Skin Guard, which is a skin protectant spray that helps protect your skin from the adhesive. Just in case of any irritation, you are on the safe side and you are doing the proper steps to ensure you're getting no bumps or reactions from any lace glue that you use. Now I'm going to go in with our Late Grip Glue Extreme Hold, and I love this glue if you want a 2-week install. With the proper application, this glue will get you the results you need. It's also perfect for sensitive skin. Go in about 3 to 4 times with the lace glue. The more layers, the more hold, but make sure you're not putting super thick layers. As you could tell, her hairline is super low from her eyebrow. So we're making sure that we're carefully applying the glue and not putting too much, but we're going in with multiple layers to make sure that the install still holds. As you can tell, she has a super low hairline, and we do not want to glue all that lace down her eyebrow. So it's very important to kind of put one finger behind the ball cap and pull it while you apply the lace. This also creates the eye lift look that the girls love when they get an install. Now, for low hairlines, you want to make sure you're pulling out any extra hair and you're creating a look that matches their hairline. Here you see me pulling out the hair. If you're scared to pull it out, make sure you just pluck it. Don't be too scared. If you're heavy-handed, I suggest just plucking it out. I go ahead and do the same method all around her hairline until I see that it matches what her original hairline looked like. So here I'm pulling out some hair and I'm going ahead. As you could tell, I am only sectioning the center of her forehead and then I'm gently pulling it out. You don't want to pull out too much hair, so make sure you section it out before you pull it out. And as you can tell, it's already starting to look like her hairline. Once that's done, I go back in and begin plucking all around the hairline to just pull the hair back some more, give her more forehead space, give her the illusion look. So here you just see me plucking the hairline back. After cutting the lace, I go back in and I customize some more just to make it more natural. We don't want the hairline looking too thick in the front, so I'm going back in and making sure I'm plucking it to make it look as natural as possible. I will be doing a separate video on this because there's so much to kind of uncover when it comes to perfecting a lace frontal, especially in low hairlines. And when using HD lace, sometimes you can experience little ridges from the lace. I like to go in with my scissors and cut that off and then blend it out with my lace dissolver spray. After I take out the dryer, I go back in and cut any additional lace that I may see that might make the install look unnatural. Okay, y'all, let's go on a little commercial break. So this is the Fur Vault. She sells 100% raccoon fur and all type of real fur on her website and on her page. You guys can check her out. This is after the melting process, using a lace dissolver spray and putting my client under dry for about 10 minutes. And as you could tell, the lace is melted in, everything looks natural, and we are almost done with this install. If you're still watching to this point and want to see more videos like this, go ahead and click the subscribe button and leave a comment of any video ideas you think we should create. And this is the final look. It was her birthday and her first wig install, and it came out beautiful.